Hi there. I want to point out a few quick things before I go ahead and take a bath. Oh my god, why do I mention that? Fucking shout out. So here's some things I want to mention in regards to friendships. A lot of people tend to sort of pretend to be friends, which, you know, these are the fake people. Those are the people I can't stand. To me, some of the stuff that's really important in any type of friendship is loyalty, trust, and the ability to be able to talk to each other about anything and not be judged for it. It's okay to laugh at each other about things, but it's not okay to laugh at each other's goals. If it's very important to you and it means a lot and you're very serious about it, you shouldn't really laugh at it. You know, it's okay to have a chuckle and go, oh wow, that's a bit of an unusual one, but I support you nonetheless. But it's not okay to go, oh, that's just stupid. You know what, I think you should totally not do that. Because that's not what friendship is. That's not, you don't support people by discouraging them from their goals. I don't want to be sitting there trying to guess whether or not you are a friend or not. If you are my friend, by all means, make the effort to be my friend, just as I make the effort to be your friend. Be genuine, and by all means, please do be honest with me. A friendship should also feel comfortable in all fields, because, I mean, let's face it, you don't want to be sitting there going, do I really trust this person enough to want to actually hang out with and stuff like that? No, probably not. Friendships are supposed to be genuine and secure. When in a friendship, there are some things that we need to bear in mind. There are boundaries that we all have, lines that we all have. We are sensitive to certain things, and we need to learn from each other to understand what it is that makes us feel certain ways and adapt. However, we also need to be patient with each other and supportive, because a friendship is about comfort and being able to turn to this person for any kind of support and such like that, just as they can with you. It's a two-way street. What I'm trying to say here is that a friendship is definitely based around the genuine, honest trust that you can get from people, and hopefully have that in a friendship, because, I mean, a friendship without that isn't a friendship. It's really that simple. Nobody wants to sit there guessing whether or not we're friends or whether or not we can talk to each other about certain things when you're not being honest with each other, which is why it's important to be honest with each other. Not to the point where you're an asshole about it, but turn to you and I say, oh, I want to go around the world. You know, you don't discourage that. Just as I wouldn't discourage you from doing whatever it is that you want to do that's your dream. And I'm not going to say, you know, if you want to buy an island, I'm not going to say, well, you can't buy an island because that's impossible. You might surprise me one day. You might actually buy a frickin' island. Man, I had it all planned in my head. I had it all here, and I was going to talk about it, and I was going to talk about it, and now it's all gone out of my head, and it's like forever gone. I don't want to have to be thinking about a friendship with the idea, blah, blah, blah. Basically, to cut a very long-winded explanation very short, if we are friends, it's a two-way street in supporting each other, being honest with each other, and overall being loyal, because let's face it, a friendship is based mostly around that, right? We want to be able to talk comfortably to one another about our goals and our dreams and stuff like that. We want to be able to speak freely about things, but understand what each other's limits are, and understand things that make us tick and don't, you know, are not funny to us and things like that. I really encourage people to be honest with me. Not an asshole about it, but definitely be honest. I'll admit I can be an asshole. Definitely. But I'm very respectful in terms of, like, you know, trying to just sort of set the boundaries. But if you keep pushing those boundaries, that's when I start losing my patrons, because that's just a natural thing to do. A friendship, like any relationship, is based on trust. Let's support each other's goals and dreams and things like that, because we need to do that. We obviously have these very important goals and very important dreams that mean a great deal to us, and we need people to be able to support and motivate us, not demotivate us. We have enough of that with people that are not our friends and so forth, or just people in general who want to discourage you for whatever reason, or don't necessarily mean to discourage you, but are discouraging you anyway, even though they mean well in what they say, but they discourage you from that. You know what I'm trying to get at here. So your friends come in. And of course, you know, you need to be there for the same reason, because it's a two-way street. It's okay to laugh about stuff and at each other and all that, you know, in good nature and that, but there are certain things that we shouldn't be laughing at. I have a very low tolerance for people who are fake, but I have even less of a tolerance for those that are impatient and those that make a drama out of absolutely everything. When you feel that you are walking on eggshells, when you are talking to somebody, or every time they come online you just don't feel comfortable around them, that does not make me a very comfortable person, and that does not make the friendship a very comfortable one. So get your act together, leave your dramas at the door, and by all means we can get along just fine. Having said that though, I definitely will support you and help you as best I can with the advice that I have if you are having any problems. If you have any problems, by all means I'm here for you, because again, friends are there for each other. And I'm more than happy to give you my advice and help you out as best I can. In fact, I want to see you happy. I don't want to see you with any problems. However, what I do not tolerate is when I give advice and I try and help you, and then you don't actually take any of that, and you don't actually take the initiative to turn around and do something about your problems, and you continue to bitch on about it, and you're still on the same block as you were the first time we started talking or whatever, and you actually don't do anything about your problems. People who complain about their issues and do nothing about it have very little sympathy from me. Granted, if you can't do anything about it or the situation's kind of awkward or whatever, fine, I can understand that. That's a different story. But if you're capable of actually changing your problems and you don't, why am I going to sympathize with you? Why do I have to give you my sympathy when you clearly are not using the advice that people are giving you? You are not using your experiences to help yourself. You are not using the lessons you've learned to actually, learn anything and improve on things. Just because your situation sucks doesn't mean that you are stuck in that situation. There is a solution around the corner. I know we all go through our depression stages, we all go through our tough times. I do. Hell, I have my moments where I swear to God I'm going through like a period or something. But what helps is when people are supportive around you, and when you actually talk to people and they give you their advice and they help you out and they help you keep your mind off things, etc. That's what a friendship is about. That's part of the friendship that I was talking about. So if we want to be friends, great, I welcome that. But let's remember the trust, the loyalty, the honesty, and the fact that we're there to support each other. I'm not a messiah, I can't fix you. If you're going to be over dramatic about everything and super sensitive about everything and not take anything that I have to say as a lesson or advice or, to help you out or whatever, then I'm probably just going to stop doing that for you, because clearly I'm wasting my time. So basically I pretty much just covered it. I mean, I know that sounded really blunt and, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying, if you have any problems, don't talk to me. I'm just clearly just saying that if you have problems, feel free to talk to me, but I can only push my advice and things so far. I'm not going to roll out the red carpet for you and try and fix you if you're not giving me the chance to fix you, or you're not making the effort to fix yourself, which is more important. Anyway, I've pretty much ranted on about that long enough, and if I come up with any more ideas, I'll let you know, because right now my brain's about to die. Why do I keep doing that smile?